us retrace the main events in the audio frequency circuit. The microphone brings about a pulsating direct current. The transformer changes this to an alternating current. Vacuum tubes amplify this alternating current, which then goes to the modulator.
Molecules containing more than one atom can rotate and vibrate. Sometimes vibration is simple in form. We can see that each vibrational mode has a different frequency, and all of the patterns of vibration may be different. Each of the vibrations is a simple harmonic motion.
The same peaked wave triggers a pulse-forming circuit, which creates a new waveform, pulses with flat tops. Notice that throughout these changes, the exact subdivisions of our second in time have not been lost. We still have precisely the same number of positive peaks per second.
Pulsating direct current. Pulsating direct current.
If the sine wave's frequency is 1,000 cycles a second, we have actually divided 1 second into 1,000 equal parts. But in this sine wave, it's impossible to tell where each thousandth of a second begins and ends. That's why it's changed into this, a peaked wave, which can be measured from positive peak to positive peak.
The microphone brings about a pulsating direct current. Vacuum tubes amplify this alternating current, which then goes to the modulator.
There!
Sergeant, repeat! Resume your positions now!
Andy's coming, everybody! Back to your places, hurry! Where's my ear? Who's in my ear? Did you see my ear? Out of my way! Here I come! Here I come!
I'll never grow tired of that, guys. That was awesome.
That's quality,
Oh,
my friend. That's quality.
That's one of my favorites, man. Man, how you been doing? How you been doing?
Doing all right. Added more figures over the last couple months than I have in a long time. You know this as well. They released them. It's like there's nothing. There's like, bleh, and then there's like a
Everything.
gazillion figures to get. So I'm kind of in that mode right now, and I haven't been able to be on for a little bit. So a lot of these I've been saving up since like before Christmas. So I've got a lot. It's gonna be good. I'm excited.
Oh, guys, yeah, we are dude, AC, welcome, dude. One of these days we're gonna get Japan time, Central, and Pacific to all line up so you can be on a stream, okay? I don't know how it's gonna happen. We're trying to make it happen. All right, so Roman and I have been hoarding action figures. It's been awful.
Also the term our wives use, hoarding.
Yes, it's been awful. We have just been getting these toys since almost before Christmas, even so the ones that we have, and it didn't stop because now we found out you can pre-order things and they don't charge your card until it ships. So It's like, well, I can hold the spot, and then in like 2 months, someone's gonna take out $30. So I know in advance they're gonna take it out. So I do this for at least 7 action figures, and I'm just now seeing the ramifications of what I've
Yeah,
done.
then it's like,
It's like, why? It's like, where all these come from? Like, that's not the point. The point is I technically didn't pay for them until they shipped. So that's what's been going on, guys. So we've got quite a few action figures to catch up on, but we are ready. So, Roman, do you want to go first while I try to figure out why they're giving me this weird branded look for?
yeah, I will.
Hey, dude, I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm really trying to figure out what's happening, guys. It's been doing this, and then I'm trying to get the wider screen. I mean, I guess that's it. I guess, yeah, we'll take that. And we'll just zoom in on you. So it's your turn.
So I've got a whole bunch of them this week. Most of them are from McFarlane Toys because that's the primary source that I collect from. So
yes,
we're going to start off with The Question, which is just one of the cooler DC characters. If you watched Justice League, then you're familiar who this character is. Also had a good comic run, but people are probably less familiar with that. Doesn't really come with any accessories, but that's okay. The figure himself is really good. And this is not dissimilar to the DC Direct figure that they came out with a long time ago. The big difference is articulation. I mean, he's got all the, the standard stuff that they can do. So that's not, nothing really wild there. But the DC Direct figure had considerably less articulation points. He's basically just kind of straight, and you can move his arms up and down. But this guy, and like I said, and the scale, that's the big part is he fits in with the 7-inch scale, which is what the McFarlane line is. So the old one was a 6-inch scale. This is 7-inch. He's got pinstripe pants. Like I said, it doesn't really come with much more than this. And this was because it was a damned Walmart exclusive, it was impossible to find, as all Walmart exclusives are. So I was able to grab this guy on eBay for the secondary market prices. They just kind of are what they are. So that's what we're starting with The Question. And this is my son's probably favorite superhero ever. Yeah, he is a huge Question fan. So,
well, I was gonna say like the two things because I got mine too. First thing is, how much was it for secondary market for you? Because I paid at least 50, I got lucky.
I got him. It was like 50. It was a 50 or a little bit above, but it was under 60. But it was still kind of a lot because it was like $30 new from Walmart.
Yes, guys, the secondary market is a pain in the ass. Like action figures that go for like $30, we're going for nearly twice that. I actually got to like 70 was what I was looking for at this point. So the fact that we both got it for under 60 is amazing.
When it first came out, you couldn't get it. So because they just Walmart stocks they're not good at stocking. I'll keep it G-rated.
Not at all. Right.
So so when you miss that initial, and I didn't even know it had come out until, and I stay on top of this stuff. I didn't know they were out, and then they're out, and you're like, oh no, and now you're at 70 or above trying to find this thing. So I waited a few months on it, and then you were telling me it was down in the 50s, and I was like, okay, grab one, and I got one.
Yeah, it's very fortunate to get that. But yeah, I was gonna say two things about this. The first one is I'm actually glad that they didn't try to make the jacket cloth on this one.
Oh yeah, that would have been rough to work. Yeah, the plastic works well.
Yes, for him, the plastic works well. I am surprised though for how much it cost that it didn't come with his actual face for Vic Sage or like a microphone and a book, something to show because I think
no accessories,
zero, guys. I mean, and the thing is that I think more people would have been interested in the character himself instead of just saying it's The Question because. If you just show them that, they're like, oh, he's like Rorschach. Like, no. Completely different character. Like, this guy is actually like, like he'd be one of the, if he worked for 60 Minutes, he'd be that guy. He's an investigative journalist. And he's got a face that everyone would recognize because he's famous. But when he can't quite figure out things, there's a lot of corruption and things that get in his way, he dons the mask. So I'm like, if you gave us an actual face with Vic Sage, a book, or like a microphone to denote like where he works, I think it would have gone a little bit further. I'll pay $40 to $45 for extra faces, and we'll talk about why too as well when we when we get to that point with some of the other action figures that we got. All right, so for me, I have been waiting for 2.5 months to show you guys something that my friend got me for Christmas. This surprised me so much. Okay, guys, look at the presentation on this. I'm sorry, I'm gonna take you out for a second and show you guys.
Oh yeah.
Look at this presentation, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Yes, opening this up.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's really cool.
Yes. So the thing is, they put an actual like piece in the middle here to cover for this. So it opens up like this. And if I take this down, look how beautiful this is, guys. It's like 90s Batman when he would come down and the two would just have him in the air. This is amazing. And it's not so much that this thing has great articulation. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. Look at this. Comes right out of the box. Looks fantastic. This is that crimson red and golden color. This is beautiful.
Oh, that does look good in real life. That's attractive.
Like it feels a little bit loose, but it's not like it's gonna fall apart. And it's actually good articulation for someone spinning a robot suit. Like it's fantastic articulation on here that we're looking at. Head doesn't move as much, but you don't really need it to. But look at this, dude. I don't know how much you spend on this, but this is gonna be the new standard for action figures now. Is accessories like these.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Dude, I get whoops. So I get a stand. I've got like 5 hands on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 6 hands. 6 hands. I've got a stand that says Iron Man Mark III. I've got an actual stand to show him flying, as well as little flames at the bottom. So like for the rocket boots down here, or for the hands and the feet. So I mean, I have been waiting to show this off for months. I'm gonna have a great time trying to put this together. I was gonna ask you, dude, like, where are you gonna put your question?
He's probably gonna go down on my DC shelf with the standard. Hey, there's my man, Jacob Ironside. Hello, sir.
Sir, we miss you. We hope you are on the next one with us. Okay. But yeah, dude, this was awesome. I'm gonna try to figure out where to put this one.
I've got some rearranging I'm going to have to do after today's show. I've already started. You can kind of see behind me. I've got one of my cubes cleared out, and I'm just going to have to do some moving. There's just no way around it. There's only so much there. So the top shelf might get some serious renovation. That's going to take me probably a couple days to get worked out, though. So we'll see.
Okay. Later, Berlin, he'd be jealous to have to drive someone crazy. Welcome, JV. Wednesday nights with JV, Matt, and Bradley Duterville. We've got Wednesday night is overbooked. Talk some wrestling. It'll be Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central. Check it out. All right. So I guess we're next. Actually, you know what? While we have this time here, I've actually brought out some articles that we can actually talk about. So we'll not just work, so we can give you guys information and not just what we've got going on over here. All right. So I actually was waiting to show this with you to you here. This is an update about Transformers. Have you seen this?
I have not.
Dude, the Titan is out. It's 4 feet tall.
Woo! Oh my God.
Yes. Yes. The thing is 4 feet tall, and I need to figure out. Okay, so I'm only slightly versed in the Transformers universe. Do you remember what Titan was?
No. I mean, I watched the animated series when I was a kid. Well, kid being a relative term, but that's about my exposure to Transformers. I think they're fun. I saw the first film, and that's about it. But a 4 foot tall figure that's no joke. That's no joke.
Yeah, so I think it's supposed to be it's a Cybertronian, whatchamacallit.
Oof.
It's an Autobot Metroplex. So it's 4 feet tall. Let me see if I can get this without getting us copyright on here. That is huge. Whoa!
What is that?
Yeah, that is.
Wow.
I don't even know if it's automated or if it just stands there. But this thing is 4 feet tall, and we're going to see how much they're asking for this.
That's going to be a gazillion dollars. That's how much it's going to be.
Bro, $1,100.
I can't even imagine.
I don't either. It's $1,100. and the thing is, I think the regular Transformers are like 800 or 900 now. I know that the one that's a T-Rex was $1,000. So I need to figure out how much larger that one is. 'Cause it's $1,100. That is not cheap at all. So
That's
but anyway, guys,
that's
yes.
a lot.
So,
That's divorce money, is what that is.
oh, that is definitely divorce. I mean, that's man. I don't even know how to explain that. That's the first thing someone asks is when they see something that damn big. Is like, how much did that cost? I got to see if it actually does any automations on there. But it looks.
For 1,100, I don't think it probably does. That's the sad thing. I think it would cost probably double that if it had, auto stuff going on. But that's wow.
Yeah, I can. Anyway, it's on you. Next one. What you got?
Wow. Well, it's not that good. So, so I was on the fence about this one, but then it was on sale for $15, so I couldn't not buy it because I already have a Sinestro, but this is Sinestro with the parallax power going on. Okay. So again, this figure comes with pretty much nothing. He comes with a it's funny, it's a little parallax construct, which isn't coming across great because it's kind of dark, but that's what that is. That is parallax. That's a little parallax. He's kind of he's an entity that he took over Hal Jordan, and then now he's a lot more at home in old Sinestro here. Now, this is essentially the same body that you got with the Hal Jordan parallax, obviously, but it's Sinestro, like I said, and it's a cool looking figure, man. It's hard not to, like I said, for $15, I couldn't not get it because it was on sale. I just lucked out, and they were all the every now and then you go into Target and they got McFarlane stuff like a half off. True. So when they do that, it's like, okay, I guess I am going to get this. And then Mrs. of the Empire's like, don't you have that figure? I'm like, but I don't have this version of the figure. She's like, how many? And we all go. She always goes back to, how many Batman figures do you have? So again, you can see the ring on the hand there. Looking. It's a solid figure. It is. Wow. I'm probably going to replace my regular Sinestro with this one, which is too bad because I paid quite a bit for the regular Sinestro, and I only paid $15 for this guy. So plastic cape, it's fine. Like I said, this is basically that's a plastic cape. It does look good, but it's plastic. Yeah,
it does.
They did well because they did some fold stuff with it, so it's not just the straight design, which I do like it when they give them a little bit of flair. So enough is never no, that's true. There is no action figure zero. It doesn't work like that. Even when I'm on hold, it's like if I pre-order it 4 months out, I'll be okay. So
man, listen.
Here, I'm going to take myself off for just a sec here while I do a little bit of rearranging. I'm not going anywhere.
I'm trying to hear that as well. What else do I have here? All right, so Roman and I were talking about what people are getting for $30 to $35 now. So for a lot of the action figures that have come out, for $30, you're relatively getting the action figure, a little stand on them so you can pose them, and maybe a little card. But I would say over the last maybe 3 or 4 months, McFarlane's done something a little bit different, especially with their collector editions. And it's going to be exemplified in this one and the next one I pull out. But it's going to be with Huntress. So for those who don't know.
Nice. I missed Huntress, and I'm mad at myself for missing that figure.
Dude, I was on the fence until I got it because, again, Roman and I are used to getting the action figure, the stand, the card. That's it. Now, what McFarlane do is now for his collector series is he's adding additional faces, which is great because
there you go. 2 extra heads. There, you can't be mad at 2 extra heads, man.
Right. Because one of these, so this is the new 52 outfit she's got, but I think that one of these is her like OG face from like maybe the 80s and 90s on here. You've actually got some of the hands that are here. You've got a crossbow, 2 extra faces, and thank you, God, you put the card in the plastic, not in the back where I'm having to rip open my fingernail.
Every time, man, every time.
Dude, they usually put them in this, guys, and you are scratching up your fingers trying to get this funky ass card that they're going to put in here the entire time. So thank you, McFarlane, for whomever you listen to, because this is how you do it right here. I'm going to go and take this one out. I'm not going to take out the accessories or anything just yet. Now, I know for me, she's going to go in the Batman family section of my action figures, which is, if I can turn you guys this way, right underneath the Flash family. So you see it right there. I got to get this thing to turn. There we go. Boom. Oh, I'm going to use this view from now on. Here we go. All right. So the Batman family is right around there. So this is where she's going to be going.
Nice.
So, I mean, it's slightly. So the thing is, it's kind of weird. Like the hair is the rubber stiffness, but she's got the cloth cape, which is probably going to be really great for some of the poses.
That's cloth. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I am so happy McFarlane has gone over to the cloth capes.
Yes,
it seems that every new figure from McFarlane that's coming out now is cloth cape. They finally are doing it, and they're wired, so it's not just hanging there, and you can position the cape. That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff.
I have a comment that card, dude. It's and that's another appreciation that I have too, is that he's taking actual comic book covers or stills from them and putting them as a card. Like that's where you're gonna recognize this. So why not? This is awesome. Now, this is definitely worth the price. Go ahead.
Well, no, I was going to say what they were doing for a while, which I didn't like, and we talked about this, when they were just doing a picture of the figure on the card. It's like, guys, I've got the figure. I don't need a picture of the figure for the card. That's just lame. Exactly. So yeah, the artwork is why you want the card. I mean, I've got a whole packet full of these things, and one day I will figure out what to do with them.
Well, so I mean, I guess now the way they're doing it, that I'm thinking now, if you're using it from the cover of comics, I'd find the artist or the writer for it and spend getting the autograph the back. That makes it enough of a thing that you can do and not feel like a chump having him sign this big ass toy that you're not going to open because they signed it.
That's true.
Sign the card. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Knee joints are a little bit stiff, but otherwise, I mean, it looks like it's highly posable. Torso looks fantastic. So I mean, this is actually really great. I might work around and see if.
Can you get a close up of the head sculpt, E.G.O?
The current one, or just the one that's coming? Yeah, hold on 1 second. I'll show you the head sculpt. All right, so this is what we got for the head sculpt right here. So it looks kind of funny because I think it might be based on more so like the New 52. I'll put some more light on it. There we go.
Okay,
it doesn't necessarily look that great, but
I like Huntress. Like I said, I'm mad at myself for not getting that.
I might do these though. These look more original. I think because that was New 52 and these are her like 80s and 90s head sculpts that they might actually go better. But from what I've seen lately is a lot of people just and I think this is probably the issue that McFarlane has with doing so many damn redos is that people will buy like, oh, I bought Batman when he was Jokerized for the torso and painted over it, the head sculpt from The Darkest Night, and then they're trying to like make they're pretty much Frankensteining the action figures now at this point for customs because the one that they want they're not making. So I get it. So I'm glad he gave us extra head sculpts to avoid that. All right, put that one here.
Now, you feel like you're getting more bang for your buck when you get especially when you're buying the premium editions, because the premium editions are more. You're looking at $39 generally for the premium editions, which is absurd, but it is what it is. I mean, that's the market.
Yes. All right, dude, you are up.
All right, so I was excited to get this, and this is another one where Mrs. of the Empire will say, "Do you need another Wolverine? How many Wolverines do you have?" The short answer to that is 7. But now this is from the Wolverine Deadpool movie. So again, this is kind of no frills, but it does come with. It's got just the lame non-claw hands, and it's got the Wolverine mask head. But that's not why I bought it. If that had been it, I wouldn't have bought it. What I did get it for was a huge Jackman noggin on that thing. That's why I bought this thing. Man. So this is Marvel Legends, the other primary that I collect from.
That's
and it's a nice, it's just a real sleek looking figure. Standard articulation stuff, he'll be doing the thing once I get everything set up with him. I am going to put this on my variant shelf, though. I have a variant shelf. where I
Okay.
have my Tony Stark who could take off the helmet, and you've got the Robert Downey Jr. face, that kind of thing going on.
Okay.
Not Tom Holland, the first Spider-Man, Tobey
Tobey
Maguire.
Maguire.
Tobey
Yep.
Maguire
Yeah,
with no
yeah, yeah.
mask Spider-Man. So that's my variant shelf. But as soon as I saw that they were coming out with this, I was like, oh, I gotta get them. And so I'm happy they did. It's a like I said, it's just a really clean figure. The design is good. The
That's
Hugh Jackman
fantastic, man.
sculpt is good. It looks like Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
They're doing a much better job with that stuff than they were, because for a long time that the head sculpts looked nothing like the movie characters. Ask Ben Affleck about that.
Yes.
So it's nice that they're actually getting on board with this. This wasn't an expensive figure. This was $24, just kind of your baseline.
24?
$24.
Now, where did you get that one?
Big Bad Toy Store. I did a pre-order. with Big Bad Toy Store.
Wow. That's not bad for a pre-order.
I think it's available on regular Amazon now. It wasn't when I put it in. So regular Amazon, it's probably because you have to pay shipping with Big Bad Toy Store. Only bad thing about it, but they are reliable, so you never get canceled with them. But it may take you longer to get your stuff, and there is shipping.
That is fair.
Is what it
Guys,
is.
Yes, guys, that is what will happen with orders not with Big Bad Toy Store. You'll order it, they'll say great. You'll see a red indicator saying that there's an issue. You look and they're like, it's currently unavailable. And you're wondering, how could something that I pre-ordered be currently unavailable?
Uncool.
Yes, it's
because
a nightmare, guys.
because now you're stuck in the secondary market. Because as soon as it goes unavailable, they're gone. You're not going to get it in the regular market again. You're stuck like a chump paying double the amount for a figure.
Is it crackling again?
Getting a little crackling again.
Son of a bitch. Guys, I'm trying to figure out what it is. I've turned off my mic. I've turned off the Bluetooth. Hold on. I'm going to try to work with some other stuff. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me see if I can.
Do you want me to break out another figure while you're working tech issues?
Yes, I will mute myself while you do that. Thank you, sir. Go ahead.
All right. So while E.G.O is working through technical difficulties, I'm going to show a more of an oddball figure. Now, if you grew up in Hawaii, where I was when I was a little kid, you got a lot of Japanese television. And one of the great characters was Ultraman. And man, I looked long and hard. There are three different figures. I have the original Ultraman. That's what I got in this box. This guy. Long and hard for an Ultraman with good articulation. They weren't out there, and when you could find one, they were really expensive. So up on the shelf here, I got stiff as a board, rubberized Ultraman. It's not bad looking, but it really doesn't do very much. This guy has all the articulation points, and I found him at Target for $20, $20, and he moves, his hands move. He can even he can make a fist or have an open, slapping the lady hand. Don't do that, by the way. So it was just crazy to find this, and they did have the other ones. I was interested in this guy though, because this was the one. This is the main man, the main Ultraman. So for Target for $20, this was a no-brainer. I didn't have to think. I'm like, well, I'm not going to get him. Oh no, I was going to get him. So he's going to replace the rubberized does nothing figure on the shelf. And like I said, this is the holes in the back are so you can put him. He's got a stand, so he's like a flight stand, so you can put him in motion, so he's not just standing there going, "Hey, I'm Ultraman. How are you doing?" So this was a good find. And they still have these. You can go into Target and they probably got them it's on their back shelf, usually not in the toy section, but they have a back wall of collectibles where you do have like your higher end figures and your more oddball stuff like the monster figures and stuff like that. But that's where this guy was. So if you are a fan of this stuff, look at the eyes. It almost looks like they're lighting up. That's the reflection, but I was
going to ask you that.
This is a badass figure. I was just really excited. Yeah, no, when I was, like I said, I was like 3 years old, 3 to 5 when I was in Hawaii, and there was like there. I'm hoping they come up with some of the other Japanese heroes in the same collection. But if you got it at Target for $20, go buy this guy. I mean, I think all of us of a certain generation were big fans of this. So add it to your shelf, man. There's no reason not to for $20.
It's not bad at all. All right, guys. If my mic starts going in and out, let me know. I switched to a different mic.
You sound good
I'll
right now,
figure
dude. You
that
sound good
out.
right now.
Okay, good. AC, bro, if you could send me a DM and figure out how to do that, I don't know how to do that, man. I'm figuring this stuff out last minute, guys. So yeah, just if you send me a DM on how to do that, let me know, because I had this issue with the video I tried uploading. Like, I get the crackling. I think it's interference from the Bluetooth of my phone. So my phone is pretty much over on this side, and the transmitter receiver over here. So, but I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. But yeah, let me know. Here we go. So before we go to the next one, we are going to do some more news here. All right. So the moment Roman and I have been waiting for. About time. Adults account for more toy sales than preschoolers.
Yeah, I believe that.
Nearly
Well,
half.
here's the thing.
Go ahead,
They don't
go ahead.
have money. We have the money. They make the toys for the people that have the money. Also, you're not buying your kid the 20, the 34 or the $40 McFarlane figure, because now I'm contradicting myself. When my son was young, I bought him all the Marvel Legends figures. Okay. And they weren't as much as they are now. And a lot of them are the same figures. But I gave them to my son because he wanted to play with action figures. He loved the heroes. So I get it. But also the stuff they make for little kids now, there is some interesting stuff out there. But you need the cool factor back. The problem is they aren't making this style. They're not making a kid-friendly version of these, which is too bad.
No.
Make a $10 version of it that a little kid can get, and a parent will not mind when its head gets ripped off. But they also aren't marketing well for kids. Star Wars was the best marketing thing for action figures in the world. They never did that with the Marvel movies. They came out with the figures, but they weren't marketed towards the kids. They were marketed towards old nerds. Okay, again, make a $10 version, make your collectible version, and make your kid-friendly version.
Yes.
It's not that hard, and then you're going to increase sales. I solved your problem for you.
Exactly. Well, the thing is, I've seen is that I went to one of the toy stores around town here, and they're trying to go back to the miniatures, like the 3.5 to 4.5 inch.
Oh, are they? I haven't seen them.
They are. So I mean,
so like the little fellas.
Yeah, the little fellas, but they're trying to include the comic book, but the shit's like $20.
No,
I'm like, that's still too much. Like, I can't. I'm even more insulted because it's like my kids will be playing with it, and I'll be like, but you could have had like the 7-inch one, but I got to pay the same that I'm buying for mine, and we both know you don't have enough money to cover that, because if you break an ankle, like that, I'll be pissed. So yeah, they're trying to go back to that. It's just the price doesn't make sense.
League figures E.G.O that they put out. They were like the 3.5 inch Justice League figures. They were all stiff as a board. Those were great.
They still look that way. They still look that way.
And those were really good for kids. And Justice League was also a super kid friendly show. And of course, you can still get those. They actually do still make them, but you got to find them. Finding them is not as easy as it was. You used to just be able to go to Target and grab that thing off the shelf. You can't really do that anymore.
It's like you have these two extreme options. You get the 3.5 to 4.5 ones for like $20, or you can get the ones for like $12, but they're like a foot tall, like a
those are not great. Those are not great.
You're just like son, just put that. Like, you got to put that in the toy bin. You can't display that, all right? Because it looks bad on me. Like, don't even display that.
It's true.
All right, let's see what else I got. All right, so for me, the next one I got is this is actually, I was not going to do this, but then I couldn't think of what this action figure would have looked like any other way. Let me see here. JCPenney.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That was the best. You waited for that thing to come out all year, and then you're just like, oh yeah, there they are.
Oh my goodness, dude. I semi-remember doing that. I semi-remember that. So I did not think I was gonna do this, but then again, like I can't think of his appearance in the original. So I went ahead and got it for him as the animated series, the part 2 of it.
The Firefly?
Firefly, yes. And
Yeah,
so the weird
man.
thing, yeah. So so this is the thing. This is the only trade-off with getting rid of that Batgirl movie is the fact that we could have had a McFarlane Firefly, which would have been great. Brendan Fraser was supposed to be Firefly in that movie, and they didn't make it go to the cinemas. So it's like, so they can't release the action figure for a movie that didn't have a release. So I'm stuck with getting this Mothman, and I think this was maybe 20 to 25. But again,
this
is what we're talking about.
Dude.
It is.
I love that.
It's got that big shoulder, little body, little lower body look. I'm okay with that. And it's actually got a gun. It's an actual gun.
How'd that get by? How'd that get by the McFarlane sensors?
This is DC Direct. No, it's still McFarlane. Oh, wow. It's DC Direct under McFarlane. I have no idea how this got through. But we've got, again, 6 hands. We've got the gun. We've got the stand, actually. I am digging this now. This is what $30 to $35 should get you something relative to this. And this is actually going to go in the on the Batman shelf as well down here. Actually, I think at this point I've got maybe about half as many Batman family action figures than I do. There we go. Nope, it goes like that. There we go. Like all this guys at the top, that's all Green Lanterns and all the lanterns. Like the next most that I have is Batman down there. So yeah, I got a
Green Lanterns too. And then I'm adding more Green Lanterns. It's just
dude. I don't know what's gonna happen when the show or the movie comes out now. I don't.
I'm curious. I hope they actually do good representations. Now I will be 100% serious. I will never buy the Nathan Fillion version of that character because he looks ridiculous. I do not know. Was it Mando? I'm kidding. I joke.
Because I forgot. But go ahead.
So I got the one on order, the comic book version of Guy Gardner. So it's less goofy. We talked about that. The hairstyle is fine for the comic books. It doesn't always translate over into real life. And also, Guy Gardner didn't have that haircut the whole time. They updated his style. They actually made him look less goofy. So do I, Joker, which is sad. They're in the kitchen.
Dude, next time we're gonna bring you one and you show up your Funko Pops. We count Funko Pops around here too, dude. We'll bring you in the next one. Show up your Funko Pop.
Yeah, Joker, yeah, please. Where are we? Are we on? No, we're on. Firefly. Okay, so
Firefly. Yeah, so I mean, it's back to you.
Okay, so I wasn't going to get
real quick. Got to answer AC. Is eBay your source for off-the-market action figures? I think maybe once or twice, but it's outrageous, guys. Like I have been looking.
Horrible. That's where I go. I'm stuck.
Yeah. So the thing is like, so certain action figures that had a very, very limited run, or like some of the DC Direct early ones, like the action figure Cheetah. I cannot find her anywhere. That's Wonder Woman's main antagonist is Cheetah. Yep. She's at least $110 on eBay. I have not seen her go for cheaper. And it's specific. It's the DC Direct one. It's the only place it has it would be eBay, because eBay will find the really obscure ones, but you're paying almost double what the secondary market is. So it's like it's the tertiary market, and it's annoying. I should have bought the Jonathan Kent and Damian Wayne duo set 7 years ago. It was $50 then. This shit is no less than $185 for the last 5 years. So it's ridiculous. I need them to I'll pay $70 right now if McFarlane comes back out with the Super Sons duo pack. That's all I'm asking. Like, that's the only grail I have left now, because the original is too expensive. Sorry.
So I was not going to get this figure because I don't prefer the program. Joker's going to throw a fruit at me for this. But I saw it and I was like, oh man, that looks really good. And I got to put it on my Batman shelf. So I got the Adam West Batman from 1966 show. So this actually was regular price. Comes with another set of hands, like 2 sets of hands, Batarang, like a little bat radio thing. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not you didn't get nothing with it. Oh, and he can do the bat dance. That's the other thing. And that may be how I said it. Honestly,
awesome.
I'm probably going to put the bat dance hands on him. But the figure looks great. There was, like I said, there was no way I wasn't going to get this. Like I said, not a big fan of the show, but as a Batman collector, dude, it's got the cloth cape with the wire, so you can really do some work with that. And just the head sculpt alone, the Adam West head sculpt looks fantastic. So, like I said, as a collector, I couldn't not get it. It was just too good. This will be the only figure I get from the television show because again, I know, and a lot of people love it. And I have no issue with you. I myself did not like the show. I grew up with it just like you all did, but it was especially older me. The campiness, which is what it's supposed to be, it wasn't mine. I just couldn't do it. But I love the figure. I love this figure.
Did it come with the bomb? Please say it came with the bomb.
No, it does not come with a bomb. I think the Joker did. Yeah, like I said, you got the bat dance hands, which I'm probably going to put on there, not going to lie. And a little radio and like pointy fingers and the stand, and that's pretty much it. But price, and again, the price on this wasn't bad. This was like regular price. It was like the $24, which is your modern era action figures. So, and there you can probably still find this out there. I found it not terribly long ago, so worth picking up.
I'll take that. All right. Let me see what else I got here. So I actually did the Batman version of this, and honestly, if you guys missed the last stream for toys that me, Ultimate Kahuna, and Jacob Ironside did, I said that my favorite Batman action figure or iteration or version of Batman was when Dick Grayson was handed the mantle after the events of Battle for the Cowl. It's a long story. It involves, Bruce Wayne getting hit by Darkseid's Omega beams and his soul's traveling through different time periods. It was really weird. But in the meantime, Dick Grayson winds up fighting Jason Todd to figure out who's going to be the Batman. And Dick Grayson winds up being a Batman. And so Grant Morrison's run of Dick Grayson, Batman, and Damian Wayne's Robin is my favorite version. So I wound up getting the action figure for Dick Grayson a few months back, and then maybe about 6 weeks or so, I wound up getting Damian Wayne finally came in. So I had to cut this from the front. Actually, yeah, this is my favorite version of Damian Wayne too. Like we've actually got.
Cloth? Huh? Is that cloth?
Yes. Oh yeah, it's cloth.
You've got a different Damian Wayne than I do. You've got the newer, faster, better Damian Wayne.
Yeah. So this one was really hard to get. The order went through first, but then like weeks later, it said there was an issue with shipping. Then I had to switch a payment method, then update an address to get them to send it. Yeah. So it was worth it because this is the original Damian that I like. We've got his sword here from when he's in the League of Assassins that he still brings with him. I got Professor Pig's mask. I'm surprised they have not made him a villain in the next Batman movie. That's like, guys, he's like Hannibal Lecter and wears a pig mask and does this shit on kids. It is nuts. He's an awesome villain and very underutilized. But I really wish it could have been Dick Grayson's villain, but it'll be a Batman villain. But for what you're getting here, this is $30. Not to mention, I actually got the comic. It's one of my favorites.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's part of the Batman Reborn full comic on here that came in with this, as well as your stand and your trading card. And this, like Roman was saying, standard $30. But what you're getting, this will be how you get the kids interested right here. I get that you're trying to do the 4-inch ones. If this were like $15 and it was only like 5 or 6 pages instead of the full comic, I'm paying 12 to 15 for my kid to be able to get an action figure and to read the comic. But yeah, this one was by far my favorite one.
I totally would be on board with that.
Yeah.
Because you're getting more than just, which is where we seem to live in the land of you just get.
Yes. All right.
We lost
some
Ego.
stuff
Ego's
around
gone.
here.
Is he trapped? Is he
Ah,
under
there we
something?
go.
Okay.
Dude, I'm trying to. I'm making sure I don't step right over these toys I just bought.
Oh, I know.
And y'all hear a blood scream. Go ahead.
All right. So this one was a no-brainer. I was going to get this one. It's another one of those. So this is it's Green Lantern again because I have a Green Lantern. I just love the Green Lantern. So this is the Abensur and Tomar-Ray Green Lantern.
Yeah.
This comes with a bunch of stuff. So you got the alternate head going on in here. You got actual ring with the construct coming out of it. Lantern, of course. You get 2 more sets of hands. He's got the shield in there. It just comes with a bunch of add-ons. That's good because this one wasn't cheap. This was again the collector series. So I like the Tomar-Ray head, so that's probably what's going to stay on there. There is another version of this that is the Wolfman, whose name I don't remember. And there's like a green dude. Yes, I know, Joker. I know that's what Mrs. of the Empire would call it as well. You know, I don't know why you like them so much. I'm right here. So look at that. The head sculpt for Tomar-Ray is beautiful. The beak, the ears, hopefully you can see them. They're nice and pointy. The head fins got the little spike things going on here, and it's a nice clean Green Lantern suit. So the Hal Jordan that came out before, and the Hal and John Stewart have kind of similar suits. It's a nice design. This is a really solid design. You can rip any of these heads off and swap them around. That's the nice thing about it. So it was the green. The other version of it is a green dude and the Wolfman because it's. I don't remember the Wolf Green Lantern's name, but he's a wolf guy. So, but as soon as I saw it's Abensur and Tomar-Ray, I was like, I can't not get that. Now they did come out with another set which I want to get, but I'm not gonna. It's Kilowog, but it's another freaking Kyle. I have Kyle. I don't want another Kyle, and I don't want to pay too much to get 2 Kyles. And then Kilowog's a big figure.
I will. Do you want to see what it looks like?
Do you have him?
Oh yeah, dude. I was upset. I was upset, and I kept it in the box for 2.5 months in protest. And then I opened it, and I'm like, I'm gonna take a picture on my phone now, so I can show you what it winds up looking like when it's actually set up. Because I actually put the Kyle Rayner that I had, I put it away after I got the new one out because the way that they're making the Green Lanterns now is the suit is uniform, even for Kyle's.
Oh, that's an interesting question.
It's Sinestro. Sinestro. It's I forget I don't know if it's Greek or something, but it means left. And so they put it on his left hand.
That's funny though. You're 100% right. It's even on my Parallax figure.
Yeah, it's always left hanger.
He's got it on his left hand. I didn't even think about it.
I forget. I don't know if it's a chemistry thing or what.
Wow, that is interesting.
Yeah, but they were saying that it was always that word. Oh, because Sinister is on the left side. That's why.
Oh, makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, so that's why it was always on the left hand for that.
Man, I wish we could get a better close up of Tomar-Ray's head here. I don't know if it'll let me do it.
I will see if I can get mine on there.
It's not clearing up. There it is. Because there are so many. The detail on this thing is so good. You're not really getting it. But there are so many ridges and lines in his face. It's a really good head sculpt. It's not just he looks like a bird dude. He looks like a weathered bird dude.
Oh, go ahead. I'll bring you back up so you can kind of see if there's more weathering on there.
Yeah, let me see if we can try. It's always a trick, folks. like I said, I think I'm getting a clean shot, but I don't think we're getting all the lines and ridges in. That's okay though. That's okay. It's I mean, you can take a look. Oops. It's fine. But it's a great figure. I would still get, if you're a Green Lantern fan and a total nerd. Oh yeah. There he is. That's the man. That's the man.
So you can see the crinkles in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I literally got the same. Nuts. So if me and Roman text each other whenever there's going to be a new release.
Oh, it's so true.
So we Instagram message me like, hey, look, did you see this release? All right, cool. I didn't. Let me know when it comes out. So text me because of the time difference. Like, yo, it drops at 11 o'clock my time, 9 a.m. your time. Yep. So we're both we're in a hopscotch double Dutch mode.
It's like you're trying to go to Comic-Con to get one of the, because you're sitting there waiting, and there's 100 other dudes sitting there waiting as well. Just buy, trying to get in there. And sometimes, remember when Superman came out?
Yes.
And the site crashed.
Yes, we're gonna show you all that too. That was we did not think we were gonna get the Superman action figure. You'll see why when we show you. It was amazing. So I took a picture of the Kilowog that I got. You know how big the Atrocitus was that you sent me, right? The Red Lantern.
Yeah, that was huge.
Okay, look, I'm gonna show you this picture. It's got him in there for comparison. Hold on. That's how big he is. And Kyle Rayner's out.
Yeah. Okay, so same scale. Wow.
I had Kyle Rayner, the other one. I put him in the toy bin after getting the version that comes with Kilowog, because look at how the uniform looks. It looks so smooth. It's got that same black color and texture that the other lanterns have, so it looks like it's an actual uniform, like the Galactic Military. So I was mad that I'd spend that money for it, but dude, it's worth it, man. Because Kilowog,
my only
he has a hammer, bro.
It's another Kyle Rayner,
bro. All right, I'm just saying, when you take it out of the box, compare that Kyle Rayner to the one that you have.
Oh, to that one, okay.
Yeah, because I have blue Kyle Rayner, so I was like, all right, fine. That would be 3 Kyle Rayners. So I put the other one up, and I might sell it later if I don't have anywhere else to put it. Or if I make a Titans group, I might put him in that one. But otherwise, like that new Kyle Rayner, it's worth it. I'm upset, but it's worth it.
I have a hard time with those. I do. It's just like, oh,
dude, we got it. That is fair. It is not. We are going to talk about it Wednesday. I am getting ready. I got to take my notes. I usually take my notes Tuesday and Wednesday, but I'll be ready by Wednesday, dude. Again, Wednesday night is overbooked. Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central, 7 Pacific. All right. So, but yeah, I basically got the same thing Roman did because we ordered at the same time. I think it's smart that they're doing this because this, guys, is going to cut down on the need for replacement parts. The last thing you want is for your action figure to break a hand and spend $40 to take off a hand to put on another one. So this
the worst thing I ever did. My Roadblock G.I. Joe came with sunglasses, and I was doing a photo shoot with the G.I. Joes outside, and I lost the little teeny sunglasses in my lawn, and I was like, God damn it, I'm gonna have to get another one.
Yes,
and so the Empire's like, just do it, because otherwise you're not gonna shut up about it. Just do it.
Right.
So I did. I was like,
I'm experiencing this now with and I'm upset because it's such a great figure. Orange Lantern Lex Luthor, right?
Ooh.
Look at this shit. Look at this.
Oh
shit. No! I've been trying to glue and I have his foot right here. I've been trying to glue this back on for like 2 months. I've used regular glue, super glue, plastic glue, like nothing's working. So I'm like, now I have to buy another Orange Lantern Lex Luthor. Unless I can talk to the people at one of the toy stores to figure out how they would do it. I might just sell it and have them fix it and buy another one because, yeah, this is the only one I can't fit on the with the rest of them because it's an ankle and he topples right over. So, but yeah, that's why these are so great. I think this was almost $40, right?
Yeah,
this one dropped
$40.
This is close to 40, but again, for what you're getting, an extra head sculpt, a shield, constructs, and the great thing is, I'm gonna put these on some of the other ones so they actually look like they're
that's all stuff.
Yes. That's well worth it. All right, dude, back to you, man.
Let's see. Okay, so this one I got a while ago. I'm happy I finally got to open them up. It's the Red Hood, the classic Red Hood, first appearance essentially of Joker. And this, unfortunately, it comes with a couple things. This is the Platinum series too, so it wasn't inexpensive. He comes with a crossbow and like a scythe.
Yeah,
All right.
weird.
This is because DC don't do guns. So I've got a pack of guns that I already bought that I'm gonna utilize to put on these figures. But I mean, it's cool because you can see the Joker outfit, as you know, the base.
Wow.
That's what Joker wears all the time. It's not. I mean, it's not a crazy figure. I mean, it just kind of is. But I wanted to have that for my Batman collection. Nice thing though, again, cloth cape with wire, so you can adjust that. But it's a nice figure. It's nothing flashy, but for the Batman collector, this is something you probably want to have in your set. So, the only thing that, like I said, downside is it was kind of expensive because it's one of the collector, what is it, the
collector edition or whatever,
the platinum edition figures.
Question: What color is that suit?
It's purple.
All right, we bought two different ones. This is actually a really good teachable moment, guys. All right, so you guys can see this. Let me see if I can full set this up. Look at this. So we both bought the same thing. We won it with two different results. I also got the crossbow and the scythe with mine, but his actual outfit is black on this.
Wow, that is weird.
Yeah. So, and the thing I guess I got the collectible edition, but we've definitely got two.
Yeah, it's the same. It looks like it's the same box, dude.
It does, right? Yeah. I'm trying to figure that out too, because yeah, right.
Wow, that is weird.
Yeah. So, guys, that also happens with these action figure games sometimes too. Is that certain people get certain runs? Yeah. The other thing we're finding out too is the fact that Canada usually gets their action figures at least 2 months before we do.
They get them way earlier than us.
Way early. So when we're on Reddit, looking up the McFarlane action figure subreddit, they'll say like, "Hey, my Superman came in," and we're like, "Ours is still on wait," but they're like, "No, these are like
I'm not getting mine for 2 months."
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? I spent $30 for 2 months. Oh, those are the dogs. Let me close the door here. But yeah, so it was like they get them 2 months in advance, and these things are like in Walmart, guys. And I think there might be a little bit cheaper than what we have now. So I was like, why did I spend this? And I could have just gone to Canadian Walmart. It's really weird. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump ahead and show you guys this now before Roman wanted doing it too. But when they announced that they were going to have a new Superman action figure coming out, and me and Roman were like, what's special about that? They said this is Superman 78, as in Christopher Reeve's Superman. We almost fell out of our chairs at just the announcement of it, right? But then when they said when it was going to come out, we both logged in at the same time, and the site crashed, guys.
It did. Like, it was just like, no.
And we're not talking like you try to enter the link and it says it's broken. I'm talking about you select the 78. You're like, oh my God, it's still available. You click one because you're not a fucking selfish. You go to checkout. You put in your credit card information. I just hit the Google thing because they know how much I buy them. So it's just 2 clicks, right? You click pay. And you get the circle of death. Circle of death is more than 10 seconds of it doing this.
Freaked me out, man.
And then it goes out red. It says there's an issue, there's an error. I had to do this. I had to go back 4 times to get it to work. And then Roman, I just do it twice. How many times you have to do it?
No, I do it. So actually, I created a whole new account in Big Bad Toy Store because I thought it was like, it must be me. I created a whole nother account to try to get in. I was going nuts. And eventually it just popped up on Amazon anyway. And I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah, exactly.
And I didn't have a problem.
That's what I did. That's what I did. Yeah. Or like, forget this. Like,
Big Bad Toy Store freaking died.
Yes. Yeah, so Big Bag Toy Store died on everyone. So everyone that could wind up jumping over to Amazon was surprised that it was still available and immediately
Yeah,
pressed
I'm
like
shocked.
buy now.
Shocked.
Like, hey, I'm not one click buy. Like we didn't even think. So guys, this is the beautiful result. This is it right here. Look at this. And I'll just show them inbox. You can take yours out and we'll do it that way. So guys, look at this. This is amazing.
So many hands, and it comes with the green crystal, dude. The green
crystal. This is amazing, guys. Now he's not going to be as beefy as your traditional action figures, but then again, Christopher Reeves, Superman wasn't that beefy to begin with, but he was statuesque. So we've got an extra head sculpt, mind you.
What is different about that head sculpt? I keep looking at it. I'm going, what's different?
Let me take a pull it out. I think
I've got mine. Yeah, I didn't bother breaking that far in.
All right, I can open it like this. I think it's just tape. Oh, there's tape over them. I think this is his mad face. I think. Let me take a tape off.
Neither face is like a really happy face.
Right.
So, okay, yeah, but it is the fact that you get an extra head is good anyway. Because this. How much was this one?
This was 30, dude. That's why we jumped on it. It was $30. We never get opportunities like this.
It wasn't the 40 that we've been getting, shoved down our throats with these collector's editions.
I gotcha.
So here we go. So this is the out of the box.
That is
Chris Reeves Superman. It is again clean looking figure.
Yes.
Now NECA did and on the back. The LOS. This is something that you don't get with most of your Superman figures. Again, cloth, fantastic. And this again, it actually does look like Chris Reeve. It doesn't look like someone who might look like Chris Reeve if you're drunk. They did a good job with the head sculpt. This was a very intentional action figure. NECA came out with one of these some time ago. It's shorter and it doesn't look as good. It's out there on eBay though. You can buy it on eBay for too much money. And I almost did a few times, and I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I waited, and they gave us this beautiful figure.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah, look at the chin. Look at the chin. They did a really good job. Yeah, it's just they got it. They got it with this one. I'm really happy with this. I feel lucky that we got it finally after all these years. And McFarlane did a bang up job with this figure.
Yeah, I really do not want to look and see what the secondary market on that is. I
don't even know if they're available anymore on. Here, while you're doing I'm going to try to get into Amazon. I just want to see if you can even get them on Amazon anymore.
Go right ahead.
Probably can't, but maybe you can.
I'm actually this will be while you're doing that, this is going to be the last story that I'll pull up, because like a dumbass, I typed in toys and it basically wound up giving me an article that's hilarious, but it's because it's toys. It's more
there.
How much?
$40 now. $40.
Yeah, guys,
$40 on Amazon. Yep, but you can still get it.
That is a steal, everyone.
Still worth it.
Yes, because the closer it comes to the fact that James Gunn's movie's coming out in July and that Christopher Reeve's son is in the movie as a cameo, it's gonna shoot up. I don't see any way behind that. Yes. So
what is this article?
Yes, when I typed in toys, this is what came up. So it's by the UK government. Yes, their sex toys are getting hacked because they're running everything like these chastity belts and these, buzz make me feel goods. Yes, because they're using Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, they're getting hacked. I don't even want to know to what end or how you even find out.
What are they doing over there?
A clear capacity. Yeah, so warnings that sex toys have multiple vulnerabilities and attack surfaces with a clear capacity to put physical and psychological harm onto unknowing consumers. Often these connections are not encrypted, thereby rendering them more vulnerable to attack or interpreted from malicious third parties. I didn't know that was a thing. I don't even know how you tell people you got hacked or explain to where we don't make fun of you.
That is peculiar.
I'm just letting everyone know if you buy those, like the kinky stuff for if you're away on business and you want to like do the remote control stuff, you might get hacked. Okay, and it's just letting you know that's out there. It's really weird, but it's out there. Okay. Let me see. So it is it back on me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it was a duel, so we both that was both of us. There, so it worked out.
Okay. So
Wow.
yeah, I was it's like
Freaking weird,
man.
man.
Yeah, it's one of the first things that popped up. I was like, I wasn't talking about that toy. I literally had to type in action figures to get the rest of these articles because that's the number one article that popped up under toy. Weird. All right, so one of my grills was Kid Flash for a long time, and they had the DC. It wasn't DC Direct, but it was before DC Direct. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It was in a circular box, but the box was square too. And it was like $65 or $70. So I was like, that's off the table. I got when they did the Rebirth Flash, but I didn't necessarily like the red and silver. And I have Wally West as the adult Flash, but I wanted Kid Flash. So again, Seth MacFarlane came through, or Todd McFarlane, I'm sorry, and got us this one. This is actually the gold label version, and it's supposed to be so you can build the monitor, I guess. I have the X monitor, but
the Spectre was part of that same that line.
Yeah. And so I mean,
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, so gold labels, I think it might have been like $30 maybe, but I mean that was right up my alley. I mean, it looks fantastic. It's gonna be it's got that weird pelvis is bigger, it's kind of wider than the torso look.
Interesting.
There. Yeah, but I'm guessing it's supposed to be for posability when running, so that you can like put more of the weight on that so it doesn't fall over. Is my guess.
That makes sense.
They've got the hands and the two legs for the monitor, which I'm okay with. And I have to figure out how I'm going to do this because the Christopher Reeve Superman that we got, another great thing about it was it actually has a stand so that he looks like he's flying.
Yes.
We it's rare that we get those. For all the action they give us with flight, they do not give us stands to help them hold the positions of acting like they're flying. So I might have to take the Christopher Reeve one off of that and put it on him so that he's running. Because I don't have many that'll do all of that. So I'll guess I might use it. I
have found 75 gauge wire. You can make some pretty good flight stands out of that.
I gotta look at that again because you just sent me that.
I've made most of my stands because also another thing about the wire that is something that I have to deal with because of my environment is it gets hot. So when it gets hot, the plastic bends. Like literally it will go whoop, and then you got a stand that's stuck like this because it semi melted. Now the wire, you don't have those problems, so that's just a helpful hint from your toy man.
Yes, guys, we're gonna have to get into more of the dynamics of toys at one point. It might be like 2 or 3 action figures, and then tell you like where you start if you're just getting into it, like what to avoid and how to position them. And because between Roman's collection and mine, this takes years. This is years of collecting and and what's the word? Absent-minded wives until the third box comes in. This would not take as long if we were both single. Okay, the room would just be action figures, but because we're married and they watch finances and stuff, this is technically limited of what we could have. It's like It's like Omni-Man. Look what they need to mimic a fraction of our power. Okay, so that's kind of where we are.
I have Omni-Man, by the way.
I remember that. Go ahead.
Okay, so this was another no-brainer for me. I was excited when it came out, and I'm really happy with this figure. This is Batman from The Dark Knight Returns. This is one of the collector's editions, and from the Frank Miller Classic. This is old Batman. He is beat up, and he's in rough shape. He's in rough shape by the time you get to him in this. Quite else, he's younger than I am in this, though, which is kind of funny. So you get 2 more sets of hands. You get the masks, you get the cowled head, and you get like the batarang lasso thingy. So you get a fair amount. And the light stand. I'm sorry, and you get a light stand. So that's which is from the comic. That's what they're trying to get you to recreate that scene.
That's cool.
So, but what I dug, and the unfortunate thing, and I say unfortunate, I mean is that it is a plastic cape, which is just kind of too bad, especially since it is in the era of cloth capes now, but that's okay.
Yeah.
This guy is a brick house.
Wow.
He is solid as solid can be. So again, this is older Bruce Wayne. He's come back from being Batman after 10 years of not being Batman. So in this hand, those aren't fingers.
Mhm.
Those are the claws
Oh,
that he
that's
throws.
cool.
So, and you can, again, that you can pop off different hands and stuff, and that's cool. Now, there is another version of this, the platinum version, where he's not battle damaged. This is the battle damaged Bruce. But you know what? I've got a lot of just plain regular old Batman stuff. So battle damaged Bruce, I'm okay with. And like I said, look, he's got this big old mitt of a hand just ready to grab somebody's throat. And let me see if I can get in closer on the head sculpt, because it is cool, and it's very
nice.
Comic book accurate for the Dark Knight Returns. If you've read the book, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't read the book,
wow,
you need to, because it will change your life. This is one of the ones I'm just so happy it came out. The figure is great. It's weighty.
Wow.
This is probably one of the heavier figures I have that is the normal 7-inch scale. He's probably twice as thick as your standard figure. Adam West down here, for kind of a meat and potatoes comparison, Adam West is about half the weight of the Bruce Wayne Dark Knight Returns, the Frank Miller figure.
Okay.
So side by side, two different Batmen from two different eras. This one is the one that changed all in the 80s, and this is the one that introduced a lot of people to Batman. So I can't take that away. But this is the guy that in the 80s changed the way comic books were looked at. So again, if you're a Batman collector, this is kind of a must-have.
All right, so I'm gonna kind of pre-open my last one that I got here.
Okay.
And all right. So I actually bought this more in line with the movie that he's gonna be in, but also the fact that the first time I read him was from New 52, and the design actually worked out. So I wound up getting Mr. Terrific. And the interesting thing about this one, so again, guys, McFarlane's really stepping their game up, because even though this is the New 52 version of him, like, this is interesting because, dude, cloth jacket.
That looks good.
Yeah,
that looks really good.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's got the weird Velcro. It's not even Velcro. I can pull the jacket out.
Oh, sweet, yeah.
And I've got 2 extra faces on here as well.
Oh, that's crazy.
I guess he's the T-Sphere energy on here, and some extra hands as well. Again, for $30, it's not bad. And I also get the stand and his card. Pretty much Mr. Terrific is the DC version of Mr. Fantastic. And it's going to be in James Gunn's Superman movie as well, coming out this July. I have no idea where I am going to put this action figure. I don't know if I put him with the Batman family because he's supposed to be that smart, or what. All I know is when I saw him, I was like, this makes sense. The only thing I need to do is I need to check something real quick. Okay. So the only thing that I know this thing is missing is the fair play on the sleeves. That's really it.
Oh.
But otherwise, an attempt was made, and you know what? I'm actually okay with it on this one. So this is my last one I'm showing you guys, but yeah, definitely Mr.
It's a great looking figure. I love the jacket. I'm impressed because whenever they work with cloth jackets on the smaller figures, they don't always work.
Right.
They'll often come off as kind of clunky looking, but that looks really good.
It does. I was like, you know what? I can actually deal with that. I'm actually glad that it's a jacket as an option on there, so I don't have to feel like it's gonna. Like, it's the last thing you want is like that rubberized jacket look, and it doesn't look good. So I can't take the jacket off. I'd have to break it. But one of the things Roman and I actually did talk about after we got the Superman is the fact that where's the Clark Kent action figure? So now if you told me if you're gonna make a Christopher Reeve Clark Kent, that one's gonna sell out really fast.
Yes. Yeah, without a doubt.
Like all you need is like him in the just the trench coat the cloth trench coat, the glasses, and the paper says the daily plan on it. I'm sold. I'll pay at least $40 for that off of the rip. 50 in secondary market, maybe max. However, just come out with a Clark Kent. Shut up and take my money. I'll buy it. Yeah, I don't know why they have not tried this before. Maybe it's a rights thing. I don't know.
I don't know. I just don't think they think people want it. But sometimes they don't always. They're not always on top of things.
I don't know if you remember that, but remember when the big thing in like the early 90s for action figures was like the flip head. It would have the head that was their real face, but they'd have them like flip it and to be
I
Batman.
do not remember this.
Oh, so they had one that was like it was Bruce Wayne, but then you would push this. It would just have a cowl on top. You could push his head down, and now he's Batman with the cowl on. And you pop it off.
Nuts. No, I don't remember those.
I have got to find that, dude. They did a whole thing with Power Rangers where you push the button in their chest, and it was the head would change. It would be like Tommy, you push the button and flip over, and now he's the Green Ranger with the helmet on.
Oh wow!
I got to show it to you. It was a whole thing. So I'm like, we'll pay for the dual identity action figure if it comes to it. But yeah, dude, what's your last one that you got?
Okay, I got two more, and then I got two I want to squeeze in real quick. So
okay, go ahead.
these we can burn through pretty quick. I would have never bought this, but it was on sale for $10. So it is the Batrocious, which is the Dark Knight metal. It's a Batman based. It's like Atrocious, but it's Batman in the Death Metal universe. And like I said, for $10, I wasn't gonna say no. It comes with a red lantern. He's ugly as all hell. It's a cool looking figure. So I figured, $10, why not? Then this one, I texted E.G.O the next morning after I bought it. I'm like, bro, I just drunk bought a Dracula. So it is from Marvel Legends. And I've actually had my eye on this for a little bit. It's from their Strange Tales collection. So this is not the Dracula, Bela Lugosi and stuff. This is the Marvel Dracula. And it's a really good looking figure.
That's cool. That's not bad.
He is just evil looking, fangs. It comes with another head. I'm never going to put that head on it, though. This is the crazy looking one. And I love the armor. The cape is all torn up. He comes with a big ass sword. It's just a really cool figure. That's why Drunk Me thought that Sober Me would be happy that I got it. So there we go. And like I said, I got a couple more I'm going to burn through real quick here, but I could not do them because I've been waiting to open them since we got on the show. Somebody for Christmas.
Blade, dude. You're
I don't have a Blade figure. I don't have a Blade. I don't have a Blade.
Oh, we got to change that. Okay, all right.
So my good friend E.G.O for Christmas sent me, because he knows I'm oddly enough Captain America fan. And this is one of the new McFarlane statuettes, and this is really cool. Also, it comes with I'm not going to pull it out, but it comes with this badass background that you can set up with your figure.
Yeah.
So it's not just sitting on the shelf; it also has a background in it. Okay. I didn't actually take these out, so I got to wrestle with this for a second. I'll try to be quick without breaking anything is the goal here. Oh Lord, come on! I thought it was just going to come out. That's what I get for thinking. Oh no! Damn it, McFarlane! It's going to have to stay in here because I missed one of the many McFarlane ties that I didn't realize was on here.
Is that the hip?
It's on the ankle. I missed the ankle. Okay. That's why he's not coming. I got the hip. The hip one I got. I missed the ankle. But this thing is just golden. It's got all the nice paint lines, like it's coming out of the comic book at you, which is just beautiful. So thank you very much for this, my friend.
No problem, dude.
I'm excited that McFarlane is branching into these, and it's the statues that he does such a good job with all stuff. And then last year, when someone was going through a rough time, oddly enough, my life goes in these cycles apparently. My friend E.G.O again sent me this.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not taking him out yet because I need a proper place for him, and I think I have found it. This is Predator 2. It's got 3 different heads. Because when you go into the ship, it's got another younger predator and it's got the elder predator. It's got skulls. It's got weapons. It has all the stuff. And these figures are just fantastic. Anyway, if you haven't seen the NECA predator figures in the real world, you need to. He's got a I want to say an earring in his tusk. I guess it's a tusk ring. But look, he's just brilliant looking. This is a fantastic figure. And I'm like I said, once I get the shelf taken care of, because it's going on top with his Predator 1 counterpart, but I got to get it worked out up there. It's a hot mess.
Dude, when you guys set up, take pictures. I saw the piece and I'm like, I needed to know how they looked like when they're set up, because you get a lot for that. And I was like, I was like, nope, I gotta get that for Rome right there. I was like, for nothing else, like it's got the pistol, the old pistol on there.
Oh, it does. It's got the pirate looking gun is from 17 whatever or 14 something, actually, I think it was. But it was just it's a gorgeous figure. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Like I said, I got to do a lot of rework up there to make everybody fit just right.
Yes.
And once I get them all set up, I'll do the photo stuff.
I will tell you this. I finally got the green light from Shiro for the next set of action figures that I'm gonna get. I actually thought she would say no. I'm gonna tell you like once the live ends, because it'll be one of the next videos that I'll do. But I'm super excited about it, guys. This isn't all the action figures we've gotten. It's just this is all the time we have today. So it's not like we bought them immediately after. It's just we forget what we pre-ordered. And then by the time it's time to
they show up.
Show,
I've got another set of 3 I'm waiting for. So
I've got 2 more dropping next month. So like by the next time that we're on this, guys, it's gonna be action figures and statues. It's gonna be fantastic. I can't wait. Roman, you're gonna be up, and just let everyone know what you've got going on this week.
So on Thursday, 5 Pacific Standard, as we always are. This week, we are going to be covering the movie Minority Report, which was way better than I remembered it being, because I hadn't seen it in a long time. And it's just an absolutely solid movie. And then the following week, again, 5 Pacific Standard, we're going to be looking at The Last Starfighter, which is the very 80s movie, but it's a lot of fun. So we're in our science fiction phase. And that's it.
Oh, hold on one second. There we go. I was like, I thought I hit the I was trying to bring it back, but I hit the me button. All right, guys, I've also put a man's link in the description for where you can find him on YouTube and X as well. Again, I'll be with Joker's Voice, Matt, and Bradley Duke Devil on Wednesday nights Overbooked. It's going to be on the Joker Voices channel at that time of 9 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Pacific, not specific. I guess specifically, whatever. Sunday, me and Shiro will be doing Ordinary Games at 6 p.m. Central. I have a brand new grievance, and I'll tell you what I actually got for that to celebrate. And it's going to involve Reddit apparently almost blowing up my marriage in like 5 seconds, dude. I'll tell you what happened, but it was a tense 5 seconds for her because I didn't know what was happening. But anyway, guys, that's all we've got for now. Thank you so much for joining us. My man Roman and myself, we are out.